All right. This has got a video about the shadow. Okay. The shadow is an element of human consciousness that is made up of significant fears, memories, emotions, and experiences that over the course of your life you have rejected in some way or held back from flooding into your full waking consciousness. For example, when you have an emotional response to something but decide to ignore that emotion, it gets stuffed into a dark corner of your consciousness where it becomes a part of your shadow. The shadow is the emotional part of you that you either don't want to look at or cannot look at. When you are forced into confronting it, you feel uncomfortable, yet it is an essential part of human makeup. You wouldn't be human without a shadow, but in our culture, there exists an unspoken agreement among us all that not all look at it, that all not to, that among us all not to look at it. You don't look at you don't look at my shadow. I won't look at yours. And nobody should ever look at their own. This kind of collusion perpetuates an unhealthy and absolutely unnecessary fear of darkness. This fear is reinforced everywhere in mainstream religions, check, in the media, check, in our families, check, on the streets, check, in schools, big check. This persuasive inculcation keeps every one of us in a reactive mode and keeps and keeps shadow at arm's length at all times. It keeps us taking the long route through the long route around the dark forest rather than the short one that goes directly through to the desired destination. It's pretty much saying, from reading all of that, it's saying deal with all the things that you have to deal with to be the best person you have to be, because all those things you put to the side, the shadow, you're not really getting into it. You're not really getting to your true self unless you go through the things that you fear, or things that you feel unsure of about yourself, or you feel some kind of concern that that you know you won't be successful because, or like certain things in your family that you grew up with. You know, if you grew up with something like that, you actually throwing that into a closet, and it's going to build up and build up, and you're going to be fearful to even attack it, to be who you really should be. All right, since most people really can't dialectically go through reading wise, I found something while I was watching this movie, and I said, let me find a book dealing with the shadow, what they were talking about when I was watching this movie. And next thing I know, this is the first book I picked up. And actually, let me give the title. See what I'm saying? When I do read a book, when I do give information from a book, I don't just, oh, where do you get it from? Like, I don't never not say where I got it from. The name of this book is called Dark Moon Mysteries. All right, it's called Wisdom, Power, and Magic of the Shadow World. Timothy Roderick. It's crazy because I've never even got the chance to read it yet. But I always, from this teacher, Bobby Hemmett, he always says, if you're just getting one, he who knows one book knows none. So if you getting certain different things, different types of books, different titles, dealing with certain realms, or whatever you want to dabble in or deal with, we want to be more well rounded or well faceted. See, if I didn't have this, I wouldn't have some literary backing, to show you what somebody would mean if they wanted to speak it to you. Now I can show it to you in a visual form.
A Horcrux is an object which a person has concealed out of their soul.
But I don't understand how that works.
One splits one's soul and hides part of it in an object. A By doing so, you are protected should you be attacked and your body destroyed.
Protected.
Part of your soul that is hidden lives on. In other words, you cannot die. One splits one's soul and hides part of it in an object. By doing so, you are protected should you be attacked and your body destroyed.
Protected.
Part of your soul that is hidden lives on. In other words, you cannot die.
And how does one split his soul, sir?
I think you already know the answer to that, Tom.
Murder.
Yes. Killing rips the soul apart. It is a violation against nature.
Can you only split the soul once, for instance?
So if you, it's like you're killing like a version of yourself, pretty much like different dimensions of yourself. You ever seen the movie The One, when Jet Li's character that was it was killing every version of himself to become the one. You become the best version of yourself. So you gotta attack all the versions of yourself, that all those idiosyncrasies or the things that you doubt about yourself or you hate about yourself. You're actually attacking those versions of yourself to become the one. And that's very true. Like it's so many versions of yourself to get rid of, and I've been noticing that. So like, and once you get rid of those versions of yourself, you become the best version of yourself. That's why when I read that part in the book, instead of going the long route around the dark forest with all the owls hooting and all the animals inside the forest and the rustling limbs from the trees from a dark stormy night or something. You decide to go around the forest, but instead you're supposed to go right through it, walk right through it. So if your heart is in the right place, your mind can show you the right way to get through certain things. So pretty much attack those things about yourself that you have fear about or insecure about, in order to become the best version of yourself.
Seven.
7. Merlin's beard, Tom. Isn't it bad enough to consider killing one person? To rip the soul into 7 pieces. This is all hypothetical, isn't it, Tom? All academic.
Of course, sir.